Okay. I don't know how long I've been playing this game for, but there is no way in that this is it. I understand that it's a playtest and that, the devs doing whatever they want. I mean, to be fair, they sold the game. Well, actually, they didn't. It's a big scandal currently. So I guess we're going to figure that one out because for the love of God, who the sells their game for 400k and thinks to themselves, oh, I couldn't have made more than that? Does he not realize that he had 40,000 concurrent players and that the game made 25 million Robux in 3 days? You're telling me that this guy got paid less than what? I'm pretty sure it was Blue Seas or something like that. And what was that game? It's a One Piece game. And I haven't even heard anything about that. I don't even care to be in the Discord because that's as smart as like waiting for Rail C's back when we first saw trailers for it. I mean, come on, Rail C's. It's been, 5 years? I might be even tripping when I say that, but I genuinely believe it to be 5 years. I've lost my mind at this point. So tell me that we get a really good Chainsaw Man game and they proceed to ram an entire stick up our and basically just say, you know what, I'm going to sell the game. The dev team are getting paid. Their contracts were made with chat in GBT, and we're just going to bun them all off, and they ain't getting none. And get this, right? I obviously, tons of YouTubers are already going over this. However, not only did he get 400k, which, by the way, is nothing compared to what he could make. I know I've said that. But he's now trying to buy the game back because this dumb motherfucker realized that, I don't know, making a fake contract and then legitimately scamming developers out of money is a no-no, in the world of development of games. It's a no-no. And considering that, yes, this is a child platform, Roblox is the child platform. However, it's the anime community, mainly governed by, people who are either early adults or 15 to 16-year-old, whatever the right? So it is legitimately in the big boy world, and 400,000, yeah, that's a lot of money. That isn't just something to laugh at. And so he's scammed his development out of this, and now he's himself. And the new development, I can't wait for this. So I genuinely believe this game is dead, and I'm gonna be showing background footage shortly of me trying to do the snake trial. Now, when I say that people have told me it's not the hardest contract to get in the game, I genuinely want you to shoot yourself in the foot and see if that hurts, because there's no way you're that stupid. You cannot tell me, right, everything up until fighting 2 Bat Devils at the same time, right, that is the most stupid thing about that trial. The snake, first of all, talks about, you have to fight the shadows of your former self that you've killed. I never even touched the Bat Devil in my existence, nor have I killed the Ghost Devil, so I don't know what the that's on about. But before I get into that, because I don't want to show, that's really angered me. And also the buying the hearts thing, I'll get into that in a minute. So this game is dead, definitely gonna die. And you know what, I hope it does, because then, maybe a new team can come in, and also it can add another kill to XY or whatever his stupid name is. He's lying as well, constantly lying in the Discord, talking about, I've been here since the start. No one said you've been here since the start. Multiple devs said you ain't been there since the start. You're straight lying. And he's talking about all this, it's alright because the old dev team is still here. No, they aren't. The old dev team, there are screenshots of it, literally. I don't know if I can find them, but I'll see if I can. Literally talking about, we aren't even on the team anymore. We got kicked off. So you're telling me that this guy is now trying to manipulate. Obviously, he's a 10 out of 10 con artist. You got to give props to this guy for something at least, because he's out here scamming people. At this point, I don't even believe the 400,000 is real. And that's actually to mention that I don't even know if it's Mello or whatever his name is, or XY, who's actually bought the game off of Contradiction, I think his name is, or Constipation. I hope he's constipated after his fumble, right? You're telling me that this guy's, like 200, 300,000 on Ninja? What was it, 1.2 mil on Blue Seas or whatever, and now 400k on like where's the money coming from? Seriously, where's this money coming from? Because you're like, obviously, Type Soul made a couple, I think it's mil, to be fair, or at least close to a mil, but that's still 1 mil. There's not 2 mil, there's not 1.8 mil. Like where is this money coming from? It's a genuine question I have. And the game is just in my opinion, all-time cooked. And that's it for my opinions on the game. I'm scared for it. You know, I absolutely adored this game for 2 days, and then it all went to shit because for the first day, I was here, and then I went to my girlfriend's house, and the next thing you know, I come back, and all this happened. So, lovely. Bye, game. I enjoyed you for a day. Now, moving on to Snake. I'm going to show footage of me fighting the Snake trial. Holy it's awful. What the genuine were they cooking with? I think they burned the kitchen down and their eyebrows off, because there's no way in they thought, oh, first of all, let's completely mislead them talking about a memory game, right? The dialogue makes no sense. Second of all, you cannot tell me that the snake, we saw the snake once in part 1 of Chainsaw Man, maybe twice. I honestly don't remember because it's all a blur. I read it back when it first came out. So you're telling me that the snake appears once, it's talking about Yakuza this, Yakuza that. And you're telling me that we got to fight what? We got the tomato devil, the fuck cucumber devil, everything, literally everything, right? And then, so that's fine because I have 75 health and 75 strength. So you're telling me that with maximum HP and maximum damage, that I can only get as close to defeating one bat devil and then the other eats me alive. Call it skill issue, call it what you want. I genuinely don't care. Because why? Okay, the Fox Devil, you go to some guy's back basement and go give it a single thing, and it's like, yeah, you're my best friend now. Everyone's got the Fox Devil. It's easy to get. It's all about Common Devil, my ass, right? There is no Common or whatever the and Snake, by the way, is, I'm pretty sure, less feared and supported than the Fox Devil in Chainsaw Man. So the devs are... second of all, when the snake gets so much aura sitting in a cave by its lonesome off in the back end of the map, I couldn't even find it. I had to get a guide to show me where it was. Thirdly, it's bugged. So is the Bat Devil. And apparently that was because, this is what I believe, it's because they threw out a little patch that made no sense for some things, and also console. I'm going to get into console and mobile in a minute. It genuinely, like, 2 Bat Devils as well. Now, I didn't know this, but I almost beat the Bat Devil, got it down to 1 HP, and then I lagged, and also the hitbox is so it hit me from basically across the map and one-shot me. That's how it feels. And that's happened so many times, And lo and behold, I come to figure out that the Bat Devil isn't the end of it. No, you have to go further beyond that. Then you have to fight the Stone Devil, then the Frog, and then the Ghost Devil. No. So it's like, why? Because I get the Ghost Devil, was eaten by Snake in the anime and in, obviously, manga, but it makes no sense as to why it's talking about you need to fight the things that you've killed before. Everything remembers you. I didn't even touch half these things by the time that I fought that thing the first time. Like, yeah, I'm max rank now, so I basically killed all of those things. But there was why have dialogue in a game like that makes you believe something genuinely and then just does nothing with it and completely goes against it? And then second off, why, for the love of God, am I fighting every enemy to get a contract with Snake? Maybe don't give it such an OP ability. It's literally just a reskinned fox. I just like it because it's not so common. But it's not common because it's impossible to get unless you lock in and spend the next day and a half learning every goddamn NPC's attack patterns. It makes no sense. And by the way, 20 goddamn hearts. 20 hearts. Now, I may have 400,000. I had 1 million earlier, and I have to wait 15 minutes to get hearts. So, what do I do? Do I wait 15 minutes, or do I go skin players alive to go get a chance at their hearts? I obviously choose the 10 Robux option. Now, obviously, there's a slight issue with using Robux, right? Because it's 200 every single time you fail. It's 200. If there's no hearts in stock, it's 200. So you basically have to spend, if you don't want to for the next hour or maybe like 2 hours collecting people's hearts, if you can find players to collect hearts of, and even then heart is a low chance. So if you don't want to spend 2 hours doing that, you either use money. If you don't want to use money because you can't be able to wait 15 minutes for it to restock 3 hearts, you buy it with money. Now, no one forces you to do this, that's true, and it is a low amount, that's true, but it still amounts to 200. And it's such a steep price for such bullshit, because it's just a reskinned fox. And by the way, show the clip of me accidentally, I was in the moment of, you know, absolute fear, because one was low, the other one was getting low. I accidentally took a contract with this thing. It's awful, genuinely awful, because I didn't know that if you take a contract with it, it doesn't kill it, so it doesn't give me HP back. And because of that, I failed the Bat Devil again. Now, there was no way that I was beating the Ghost Devil personally, because it's got almost an almost unreactable TP, and it attacks really weird, and also, you know, obviously parrying in this game sucks ass. I don't know if that's just me, but genuinely parrying in this game sucks. Now, obviously, I'm from the UK. I'm in a Germany server right now, but I don't know, the game's optimization must be pretty janky or something, because every single time there's an enemy on my screen that is larger than the Mold Devil, my game starts freezing. Now, you can say my PC, to be fair, I'm pretty sure it is, but that shouldn't be a thing. You know what I mean? It's stupid. But I genuinely, I can't believe everything that's going on with this game in the first almost week of it existing. It's just so stupid, and you know, the snake just pissed me off to the highest extent. I hope to God there's a cheese for it, or they nerf it or something, because I don't remember. It's like OG type Soul trying to get Bankai. If anyone remembers doing that, Jesus Christ, I feel bad that you actually did it. My friend did it, and he wanted to kill himself after. But no, I can't. I don't know what to do. It feels like absolutely, feels like genuine. That's honestly what I have to say. I can't be asked for any of this, and I hope someone on the new development team of this game sees me say this. I hate you, specifically because you killed Ninja. Ghoul Ree is gonna die because of you. I didn't even care about the One Piece game, but that people care about that One Piece game, so you again. XY, Mello, they're dick.